Alright, so without a lathe, I guess I gotta make do. I did go to Northern Equipment and look at what they offer, and I do have some coupons, so I don't know. But for now, yeah, I got some bronze bushings, and the first bushing is too big. So what I did was I got a second bushing that fits the bolt, and then we put these two together, and they're a pretty tight fit, and we end up with a bushing that fits the bolt, but the bushing doesn't fit quite in the hole. So what I did to remedy that is we take the bolt, put a nut on it, tighten it down. So as you can see, the edge of the bolt does not go past the edge of the bushing. So we put it in a drill, and then we take the files and we grind about that much off of it, and we end up with this that now fits. So now I've already marked a line around that of where I've got to cut it. So that's the next step I got to do. Yeah, I wasn't getting very straight with the Dremel. Okay, so all it's left to do now is bring it down to that size right there. We're almost there already. Alright, well, I think I got this part sorted out. That was that bigger bushing, and that looks like, so by the diagram, we've got 35A, which goes right up against the bar, and then we got a washer on this side, we got a washer on that side, and then we got the bolt, and then 12, and it calls for a 12 at the other end, which I've got in there. So yeah, I think I've got that one sorted. So next up is this thing, and I had to sit down, get my head wrapped around it. So it hooks on to the other end of the sickle bar here, so there's got to be a bushing in there. So I'm going to need another, hang on. Alright, I think I got it figured out. It does call for 3 12s. And this other 12 right here apparently goes right there. So yeah, I did look in the manual, and it does not list any 12s for the sickle part, so I guess I got to make another one. That's fine. All right, got the bushing sorted out for here, and I was looking at something. So right before the ink ran out on my printer, I was looking, and I do not believe there was a bushing in there to begin with. Look at how the paint is. Yeah, there wasn't a bushing in there to begin with. So yeah, I got that. I got the bushing in there now. So this piece, I think it's right. This is going to be like a movable link. I've got this sorted out. I guess I need to put some grease in that and move some stuff out of the way here and bring the sickle over and see how it's going to look. And before I do that, I need to go ahead and install the other side of this. So I'm running into a problem with this. Right now I can't lift it up, and it stops right there, and it comes out. Now it swivels, but when it reaches back here, it locks up. And yeah, I've tried picking it up, moving it around, but I think I found my problem. So I went back to the diagram, and sure enough, 18 and 17, which are these washers here, they go up here also, need to go on first, and then the nut. So if you look up there, you can see I've got the washers on the wrong side. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Let me see if I can remove that without having to take this cover off again. Yeah, I had to take the cover off. It was in the way. I couldn't get this. Alright. Now, these go. That goes up there. This goes back on. And then this goes here, and put this guy back on. Now I got to relocate my holding device. Hold that pulley. Alright. Technically I need 3 hands here, but it goes the other way. And double check it with the wrench. Okay. Now let's see if that fixed that problem. Well, I got it to work. I'm still not sure, but right now it doesn't bind up. Right there, just barely. So, what I'm not sure about is the angle of the dangle. So, if I lower that anymore, it binds up. Basically what happens is that pivot back there, the lock nut is hitting the bottom of the pulley. And I think a solution would be to add another one of them washers. One of these right here. Let me go out on the junk pile and see if there's another one of these. Book only calls for one, but that angle just doesn't look right. It's like I can't raise the center up. I use boards I put under here, and that just pivots that up even more. It's like I've let this down, and that doesn't help. And I've adjusted this knuckle about that far out, and I went all the way in. No real change. So I guess I'll have to go dig in the book and see what it says. I don't really want to tighten